Welcome to this introduction to the user interface of Pictures Are for Babies. So you start Pictures Are for Babies like you would any application. In this case, I already started, but if you're in Mac, you would click Command Space, search for Pictures Are for Babies, and it would appear. I already opened it, so it was already open. Okay, so next, so this is the screen when you start it up. There is the Home tab, which is just a welcoming screen. There's the Practice tab and the Help tab. The Help tab just has instructions. That's it, really. So the Practice tab starts in this state. It means you haven't opened anything, so you save your progress to a folder. So you want to select here, click a folder. So right now I clicked, I created this folder for my student. So if I hadn't created it, I would create a new folder, type my student name, student, something like that. I'm not gonna do that because I already did it. So I would just click here on my folder, and the files are hidden, so you don't see them. But this is where the files, where your progress is stored. But it's a hidden file by default, so you won't show it. It won't show up in Mac. Then you just click open, and so this is the main practice interface. I'm not going to go into how to conduct a session too much, but I will just say a little bit. So it's basically you get one lesson at a time, and your goal is to ask the student first to either read or write based on a dictation. So you'll get a lesson type here, and it'll say either reading or dictation. Here you get a lesson score, and it's just an emoji. Here in the scores tab, you see what the scores mean. So you're gonna click on example, and you ask the student to read it in this case. So assume they say kid right away, you click here, and then you go through that. Let's say they didn't actually get this, maybe they struggle a little bit, so you don't do that. You don't click here, and maybe they also get this CAG, so they got 3 out of 4, which is what you see this. And then the next phase would be just teaching them how this word is composed of, what sounds it's made of, and how it's written. And so that's how you conduct a single lesson. And so below here you get 4 buttons. So the main one in this is just going to be the next lesson button, which is, it just means you submit the score and you get a new lesson. And here skip lesson means you move to the next lesson without submitting a score. Master lesson means that you're going to say to the practice engine, I don't want to see this lesson ever again because the student already knows it very well. There's no point in showing it again, so the practice engine will consider this lesson as mastered, and then you'll do master course, which will do the same thing for the course. So in this case, the lesson is words level 1, and then K, which just means words that start with K, reading. And the course is just a set of lessons. So if you're confident that the student doesn't need to do any of the word level 1 lessons, you can click on master course, and all the lessons, the entire course will be marked as mastered, and you will not ever see them again. And the practice engine will consider them as if you had a perfect score. So it will just show you the next exercises. So that's, I won't click them for them now, any of this for now. Let's see just what happens when I click next lesson. So now I have a new lesson, and I have more examples here. So I can do Bill, was, says, as, has, his, bus, us, is, gas, and depending on how the student did, you would either click here or not. But let's skip that lesson just to see what happens when you do. Skip lesson. Okay, so now you get a new lesson. Again, type reading, and lesson score is a star, which means it hasn't been seen before. So you can use that as a little way to give the student more encouragement. But let's assume that they did very well on this, no hesitation. So we're gonna mark this as mastered. So I'm just gonna skip it, and it's gonna put it in the list of master lesson. More on that later. Let's say, they also did very well on this one, so you are sure, you're confident that they don't really need to do any of this word level 1. Maybe they're in second grade, so they already know all these words. You can click on master course, and now you get different exercise. That's not from that that's not from that course. So the next tab, well, let's go into the settings tab a little bit, and here at the bottom is where you see this list. So these are the course and the lesson that we just the course and lesson that we just removed from the list. Okay. So we're gonna mark remove, and also we're gonna click here on remove. And so if we go back here, we'll skip this lesson, and then we have again words from that course that was just removed. Yeah, so that's pretty much the entirety of that practice tab, and this is where you are going to spend most of your time, but I will talk about the rest. So dictionary tab, let's say there's a word, I don't know, you don't really know what it is, manufacture, let's say. So you can type here and you will get the definition from Wiktionary. I'm using this dictionary because it allows you to embed their website in other applications. Some other websites don't allow you to do this, which is why I have used this dictionary. But yeah, you can see manufacturer, and you get from manufacturer compound. Where's the definition? Okay, here. The action and process of making goods systematically or on a large scale. And you also get pronunciations here, and sometimes you get audio, and you get pronunciation from using the IPA. You don't need to know IPA and to use Picture for Babies, but obviously it helps.
Manufacture.
Yeah, so that's how you would use the that part. So let's see now the scores. Here you have yeah, it's just a list of courses. I have a light license, not a full license right now for this demo, so you won't see the full list. What else? Okay, so you go to settings. Yeah, so this is pretty much just the license and some accessibility options. So let's talk about accessibility first. You can click on this option to make the font larger. Let's see. So you can see how the font is a little bit larger. I'm just gonna remove it again, just so you can see the difference, right? So now it's a little bit smaller. You can also have this dyslexia-friendly font. Supposedly helps. I'm not really sure if that's really been proven, but it does seem to make it a little bit easier to differentiate between some letters. So that's one setting. You can combine them. So now they are dyslexia friendly font and they're larger. And then you can also click this for the labels. So the labels here in this, they are normally just emojis, right? So for colorblind users, they could click on here and now they see not just the emoji, but also the label. So that's helpful for them. And you also will see the label here in the practice tab. What else? Let's see. Okay, so now the license. So let me just copy the license key first. And then I'm going to deactivate the license, but don't worry about that. For now, I'll tell you what it is in a minute. So if there is no license, it will tell you there is no license and you need a license in order to use the program. So you can get a light license for free or a full license, but you have to pay. But let's say you got a light license just to test the program. So you copy it here. You will go to the store and you get this in your email. So you just copy it in this box, click activate, and now it's active. Right. So you have two options here. You can deactivate your license. This is what you should do. If you want to remove the license, maybe you want to upgrade to a full. So this is what you would do. Deactivate anyway. But before I do that, let me just copy it again. Deactivate anyway. So you would do that. Activate license again. So this remove license, you don't want to use this unless there's an issue with deactivating the license. This will just remove the license without deactivating it. So if you want to reuse the license, that's probably not the best. But in case you want to remove it anyway, there's this option, and so you would click on this button, which I'm not going to do. But that's how you would use that. So what else? Oh, the help tab. So the help tab has a copy of the instruction manual. Some things have been removed just for clarity and just for brevity. Software updates. So right now there's no way to automatically update the software, but it has a link to the download page. So you can download the latest version from there. Also, contact information. Here, just a document to the third-party licenses. Yeah, that's pretty much the user interface. Again, apart from setting the license initially, and maybe some options here, you're going to spend the vast majority of your time in this practice tab. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you.